Let's talk about your breast. A different kind of podcast presented to you by The Rose, a breast center of excellence and a Texas treasure. You're going to hear frank discussions about tough topics, and you're going to learn why knowing about your breast could save your life. So Roxanne, this episode is all about what happens when women get together and party. And we're airing it on Galentine's Day. Now, tell me how that came together.
Well, the way that these two things came together is because I think when you have a lot of women in the room, they share a lot of the same stories, whether or not they were personally impacted by something, or maybe it was their sister, their mom, their aunt. So this event was really one way for all the gals to get together and share those stories and do it for a really good cause. Okay,
so it's called Booze and Boobs.
Yes, Booze and Boobs.
And it was started by Star Han.
Yes.
And Chloe
DeLeo.
And they're just friends, and they enjoy partying, and so they invited a whole bunch of other friends.
Right.
And then what happened?
Well, they invited a bunch of their different friends, and they realized that they wanted to do something to give back to the community in a fun way, in a fancy way. So if you go to Booze and Boobs, you'll see that these women are all dressed to the nines. They're enjoying themselves. Yes, there is boobs and booze that everybody is there enjoying and on display. But it's a good way for them to all get together. And as I said, they give back to the community in this way. It's a lot of fun. There's an auction. They get a chance to just mingle and just share with each other their different stories.
So this was their 4th annual independent fundraiser. Star is adamant that there will have no expenses, that all the money that's raised comes to the Rose to help us do whatever we need to do and to serve whatever woman we need to serve through their funding. And how does that wrap into Galentine's Day?
Well, you're right. It is a very unique event because there is no cost involved. So it's amazing the way that Star and Chloe do pull this together so that every dollar raised truly does go to the Rose unrestricted to help as many women as possible in whatever way that they need that assistance. And the reason that this ties with Galentine's, Valentine's is, you love your sister, you love your mother, you love your friends. These are your gals, these are your girls, and they're trying to really just raise money for your girls for Galentine's Day. And that's how that really came together. Like we said, just enjoying each other, but doing it for a good cause, bringing in some of their other friends, and not just friends, but these are women that are influential in the community. These are women who have different roles and positions within the community that can also spread that awareness. But not only is it awareness, it's asking people to turn that into action, whether that is going to get your mammogram or it is in giving.
Well, we're about to hear from some of these guests, and they sure sound like they are having some fun. Plus, like you said, raising awareness.
I'm Star Han, and welcome to Booze and Boobs 2025. This is our 4th year having this event, and it has blown up. It's incredible. Chloe and I started this idea, and we do it with zero overhead. Every penny goes directly to the Rose, and it has taken off. The women love it. It's an all-ladies pink luncheon this year at Azumi, and we are raising a ton of money for breast cancer because we've all been impacted. We all have a girlfriend or mother, an aunt, or, personally someone's been impacted. And I'm so proud to be here and so happy with my co-chair and that we get to do this and impact so many women.
My name is Jonathan. I'm the Director of Operations for Atlas Restaurant Group in Houston. And we are super delighted to be hosting Booze and Boobs, benefiting the Rose. And every year Atlas has been participating with the community. And last year we've done one at Marmo, and this year we're delighted to use Azumi, which just opened 6 months ago, to help and be part of this really great foundation.
Rachel Durham here with the Fulshire Regional Chamber for Commerce. We are here celebrating Booze and Boobs to support women's health and the importance in getting your annual screenings and taking care of yourself. I have several women who have been diagnosed with breast cancer and have traveled that journey, and several that have passed away, and several survivors as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Tracy Faulkner, huge philanthropist and huge believer in cancer awareness and prevention. Getting your mammograms is key. Catching cancer early is critical. So, if not for organizations like the Rose to help everyone in need, where would we all be? So it's an absolute pleasure to participate for the third or fourth year in a row. The Rose does amazing things in our community. And if you're a woman watching this, and even if you're a man, men get breast cancer too, so never ever forget. Every breast matters and every dollar makes a difference. Cheers to the Rose and cheers to all of you. Thank you.
Hey y'all, I'm Ryan from the Rule and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE, and I'm honored to be hosting Emceeing again for Booze and Boobs, benefiting the Rose, which is such a fantastic organization. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody who has not been touched by breast cancer, a mom, a sister, a family member, a friend. It's really touched all of us. I know I have all of the above, unfortunately. And being a cancer survivor myself, I view every day as bonus time. I just feel blessed, lucky, I've got a wonderful life, and this is the very least I can do. And I love the fact that Star and all these lovely ladies can create something so positive, and the money that they raise and the good that they do simply by gathering together. It's just amazing. So I will do this anytime I'm asked. I really admire each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of today.
My name is Chelsea Moon, and I am a friend of the Fundraiser. This is my first time attending, and I think it's a very important event to attend. I personally have had my own struggles with, breast care, and it's important that people that can't afford to pay for things like this get supported in a certain way. And thankfully, I was blessed to be able to take care of it. But now I want to give back to those that can't, and make sure everyone has breast care resources available to them. It's very important to stay on top of preventative screening as much as possible, especially as recommended by your doctor. The earlier you can catch things, the better chance you have of defeating whatever it might be. I recently had a couple biopsies done that scared me, to be honest, and thankfully came back as benign, but it was because I had gone to my yearly screenings and I was on top of that I was able to find it before it turned into something that I would have been out of my control. So I encourage all women to take care of those screenings every year, or as prescribed by their doctor.
Well, hello, my name is Jollery. I'm with Stroll Fullbrook in Fulshear, Texas. I'm also with the Chamber for Commerce in Fulshear. I'm here supporting Booze and Boobs. It's so important to get your yearly checkup for women's health. We don't want to lose any of our friends in not getting preemptive care. And we love everyone here, and take care of yourselves, ladies.
Hi, this is Luisa Nadaraja, and I am here to support this nonprofit because I'm also a female. I'm also a female that has been touched by cancer in one of my relatives. So I'm here to support females supporting each other during this Galentine event, raising money. The community gathers up all together, and it's beautiful and powerful how Houston has the most amazing and generous community I've ever met in my entire life. And so this is one example of how generous Houston is with the nonprofits, with the community, with the cancer patients, and everything we do. It's always to help each other out, and I love that.
Thank you for joining us today on Let's Talk About Your Breasts. This podcast is produced by Speak Podcasting and brought to you by The Rose. Visit therose.org to learn more about our organization. Subscribe to our podcast, share episodes with friends, and join the conversation on social media using hashtag Let's Talk About Your Breasts. We welcome your feedback and suggestions. Consider supporting The Rose. Your gift can make the difference to a person in need. And remember, self-care is not selfish, it's essential.